This little set of Blackberry Farm books I found when I lived in England, and I loved reading them to your mommies and daddies, and it's just a beautiful little set of books. So I wanted to share them with you, and I got this book right here, 10p, and it's called Sports Day at Blackberry Farm by Jane Pilgrim, illustrated by F. Stocks May, and from Brockton-Hampton Press. One summer day, Ernest Owl said to his school, "Listen, everybody, we will have a sports day soon." And everybody was very excited. Ernest Owl went to see Mr. Nibble and Emily the goat. "Well, please, will you both help me with my sports day?" he said. And Emily and Mr. Nibble were very pleased to help. Emily and Mr. Nibble went off to make a plan, and they planned to have running and jumping and rolling and an egg and spoon race. Ernest Owl wrote the programs and Joe Robin delivered them. Everyone at Blackberry Farm began to get ready for sports day. Mrs. Nibble made new shorts for Rosie, Posy, and Christopher. But poor Christopher had hurt his paw and would not be able to run. Poor Christopher. Wonder what he will do at sports day. Even Henrietta, Henry the pig's sister, came with all her children. They met Mrs. Squirrel and Hazel on the way. Mrs. Squirrel was very pleased because she had not seen Henrietta for a long time. "Oh, how your children have grown," she said. Mrs. Nibble provided tea for everyone, and Lucy Mouse helped to pour out. They were very busy because everyone who lived at Blackberry Farm was there. At last, they were all ready. Mr. Nibble started the races. Emily saw who won, and Ernest Owl wrote it all down. I wonder what that sound when it goes off. I wonder if it makes this sound. Just a little pop. Ready we go. Hazel won the first race, and Martha Lamb came second. Mrs. Squirrel shouted so loud that she lost her voice. When the time came for jumping, Rosie and Posy came first equal, and Mr. Nibble was so proud. "I could not jump so high when I was young," he said. And Mrs. Nibble was so excited that she knocked over a jug of milk. Then, as a surprise, Ernest Owl said, "Now we will have a hopping race." And this was won by Mother Hen's little daughter, Mary, who hopped very fast indeed. Good job, Mary. The egg and spoon race was won by Walter Duck's 3 children, William, Watney, and Wallace. They were so very good at holding their spoons in their beak. Can we count the ducks? 1, 2, 3. That's right. Oh, look at all these pigs. Henrietta's little pigs had spent a long time practicing rolling, and they came first. Let's count how many little pigs Henrietta had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 pigs. At the end, Ernest Owl gave the prizes, and Christopher had a special one because he had hurt his paw. Then Henry the pig shouted, "3 cheers for Ernest Owl and Emily and Mr. Nibble for a wonderful sports day. Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip hip hooray! As all the animals at Blackberry Farm cheered and agreed. They had not only enjoyed themselves, they hadn't enjoyed themselves so much for such a long time. Thank you for reading with me.